What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Mixed Drop Sports Music and Lifestyle. I know it's been a while. I've been slacking. That's what happens when you have kids. You have a kid that ends up getting fever, and you get fever, and then your wife gets fever, and then your other kid gets fever, and you cannot really do anything. No excuse. I'm back. Happy Christmas Eve. We're going to jump into a few topics. I'm going to actually do 3 separate episodes that I'm going to share. One, I want to start with the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight from last Friday and give my opinion on it really quickly because I'm hearing a bunch of different things, but maybe people are not going to like what I have to say. Maybe people are going to think my opinion is not great, but don't judge it too quickly. Let's get into it. Missed you guys. Let's go.
You're now tuned into Mixed Drop Sports Music and Lifestyle. Mixed Drop like Paul Sports, my music and lifestyle. Happy holidays from us.
Okay, so last Friday we had Anthony Joshua against Jake Paul. Super fight, I guess you would say. Not really. Whatever. A few months ago, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Devontae Graham, which, again, people were probably laughing. Like, is this guy going to actually fight somebody his size, somebody legitimate? Don't get me wrong, Devontae Graham's insanely good, but he's about 60 to 80 pounds lighter than Jake Paul. Jake Paul, that would have been a decently close fight, but I mean, Jake Paul towers over him. That fight got canceled. Devontae Graham had some legal issues, obviously, because that's what he does. And what ends up happening is he takes a fight with Anthony Joshua. Olympic gold medalist, former heavyweight champion, still in his prime, to be honest with you, at 36 years old. And he's fought one other non-formal boxer that didn't, get up into the boxing scene, which was Francis Ngannou, who was with the UFC. However, Francis Ngannou had the hardest punch in the world, right? And when Francis Ngannou fought Tyson Fury, I thought he won that fight. And I was excited for the fight against Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua disposed of him in like a round, and it was a joke. So now you're fighting Jake Paul, someone who's started fighting 5 years ago, and he's fought UFC fighters, other Instagram influencers, influencers like that. The only thing I'll tell people is Jake Paul started fighting 5 years ago, and he was still fighting individuals who had been in the fight game for a long time. If you look at Nate Diaz, Woodley, McGregor, who had experience in a ring of some sort that surpassed Jake Paul. Did I think the fights were great to watch? No, I thought some of them were kind of questionable. However, he still fought those guys, right? When you fought, the Instagram people, who gives a shit? I don't care about that. But when you're fighting actual professional fighters who do use their fists to fight, and you've had no experience prior to that, respect. He won. Some of them were questionable, like I said before, but whatever. All right. Jake Paul fights Fury's brother, loses. Now, when he took that fight, I think everybody was like, okay, thank God. He's taking somebody who's actually been boxing and knows what he's doing. Yet, he lost, and it is what it is. So when he took the fight against Anthony Joshua, Anybody who would have slandered him or given him shit about taking that fight, well, then stop complaining. Because people still complain. And then people were like bashing him that he's going to get his ass whooped. And I'm going to get into that part in a second. The guy took the fight with a heavyweight who was approximately 40 pounds heavier than him during the fight, had a 6-inch reach advantage and about 6 inches of height above him. Huge fucking difference. All right? And him taking that fight, I think it was just to tell people, like, listen, I'm taking this seriously and I'm not fucking around. Win or lose. My expectations were very low. And anybody who says that that fight wasn't entertaining is stupid. Because the fight was entertaining. For 6 rounds, okay, that he lasted, he did exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Not only for his experience, but you need to consider who he's fighting. The amount of experience Anthony Joshua has and who he's fought in his career, who are legends, some like legends. Dubois, Fury, right? I mean, we could keep naming a bunch, but the fact that he fought Joshua and lasted 6 rounds, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And he got some solid hits on Joshua, like some exceptional ones. I mean, he caught Joshua pretty well. The only thing is, Jake's strategy, which I noticed right off the bat, was the wrong one to do against Joshua. He was always on the outside circling, as if he thought he was going to tire Joshua out. But he was putting himself in situations where he was going to get hit and hurt, and he was going to lose steam. I'm not a boxer. I've watched boxing for a long time. I think if he had forced it against Joshua straight on, head on, he would have had a better chance. And I think the fight might have gone the distance. However, he worked himself out of that fight by just circling and running around the ring, thinking that that would work against Joshua. Joshua was just like, okay, bro, I'm just going to pin you into the corner. I'm going to lay you out. And guess what happened? The knockout was in the corner, breaks his jaw in 2 places. Okay? And that was it. This was a good fight. There was good action. Jake Paul connected on a few. But the person he fought was just way too strong, way bigger, statistically on reach and height had a way better advantage. Hence why I would say Jake Paul should have kept it tight against him to manage that reach advantage and that height. Because you cannot pull out while you're running around to try to get body shots and then pull out. You're going to get clipped. I give respect to Jake Paul. Anybody who's mocking this guy right now is an idiot. What do you want more from this guy? He did it. He fought a legitimate fucking fighter and he lost and he took it on the chin. And you know what? As much as I wasn't a fan of his, I am now. I really am. I hope he comes back. I hope he fights, somebody else within, the boxing world. He doesn't go back to his old thing. Maybe starts at the bottom and works his way up within the circuit of the WBF or whatever. And really starts to establish himself. And he's gonna have losses, but complete respect. And so at the end of the day, people are funny. We love to criticize people on what they do when they make money and they're successful. And then when they change and do things to please the people, people are still not happy and still mock you, as if nothing you can do is right. And you've got to think in a perspective of Jake Paul. He's a businessman, and he's a fantastic one. He's built a brand, he's built a strategy, and he's going to do and say things that people don't like, but that's all a facade at the end of the day. The part that wasn't the facade was him breaking his jaw in 2 places, having surgery right after the fight, and taking that fight. That wasn't. And that was all real. And that is the point that I'm making, is we need to have respect for that. So at the end of the day, you guys tell me, what is your opinion on that fight? Did you guys like it? Were you guys impressed? Did you guys think it was boring? I really want to get into this. I'm going to get in the next segment. We're going to do this probably in the next hour or so. It's Christmas Eve. I got to go wrap some gifts. This is Mixed Drop Sports, Music and Lifestyle. I've also been producing a lot of music over the last 3-4 months, and I've been coming out with a ton of stuff. You can find all my stuff Republic Official on Spotify, Instagram for your stories, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it, Amazon Music, Apple Music, it's all there. We just released a song that everybody was asking me to release. It's called Palm Trees by Republic Official. I'm going to play just to end this, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy, and happy holidays.
Until you be until freely go to moving easy. What's up? Moving easy. I'ma stay. Palm tree, the one I'm mowing. Palm tree, the one I'm mowing.